Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make the juiciest, spicy Jamaican chicken patties with the flakiest crust. Please remember to like and subscribe for more amazing recipes like this one. Alright, so we're going to start by making our chicken patty filling. So today we are using about 2 to 3 large chicken breasts. To that we're going to add 2 tablespoons of Maggi all-purpose or chicken seasoning, a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of black pepper. For the main flavor, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of Jamaican curry powder. Better Pack curry powder is the perfect brand of curry to bring out that authentic Jamaican flavor. And what is a good curry chicken without fresh seasoning? So to our bowl we're going to add 1 large onion or half cup when chopped, half cup of green onion, a piece of fresh thyme, 2 to 3 pegs of garlic and a small hot pepper. Give this a good mix to incorporate all the flavors. Because the chicken breast is minced or cut into small pieces, we do not necessarily have to marinate in the refrigerator. So we're just gonna go ahead and cook this down for about 10 to 15 minutes. We also don't need to cook our curry chicken entirely, since it will be fully baked in the oven later on. Once our curry chicken is ready, we're going to run it into a food processor or a blender to achieve a finer texture and juicy filling. Then we rest in the refrigerator to cool down completely. While our filling is cooling down, let's go ahead and make our patty crust dough. So in a large bowl, you want to add 4 cups of all-purpose flour, half teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of egg powder. Butter is a key ingredient when making your patty dough. The butter helps to achieve that nice flaky patty crust. When making the patty dough, it is very important that the butter stays extremely cold or frozen. Here I'm using a blend of unsalted butter and vegetable shortening. I'm using 2 sticks altogether for this recipe. Alright, so I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of the frozen butter in the dough mixture and keep the rest refrigerated to use in the next step. Next I'm adding 1/4 cup to half cup of ice cold water. It is important to keep your dough as cold as possible. As soon as the dry ingredients are combined, we are going to form the dough into a ball and rest it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes to an hour. So I'm adding a bit of flour to my work area to prevent the dough from sticking. Then I'm using a rolling pin to roll the dough out as evenly as possible. With this process, we have to work quickly to ensure that the dough and the butter stays cold. So each time we roll, we're going to add butter and fold the dough onto itself, then roll again. We're going to repeat this process for about 7 to 10 times. The more we fold, the more flaky our patty crust will become. Freezing the butter, then grating it, will help the butter spread more evenly in the dough. Divide the dough into two. We're going to rest 1/2 in the refrigerator while we work on the first batch of patties. Alright, this is how we want our filling to look, nice and juicy. So we can go ahead and start making the patties. You want to get the dough thin and even. Then divide into 6 squares. The best thing about making homemade patties is that you can add as much or as little filling as you want. Try not to get the filling too close to the edges. To seal the edges, you want to use a dinner fork or a ravioli cutter. Here I'm using a cake comb. It doesn't really require any special tool. And we're going to repeat this process until we have used up all the filling. You can bake all your patties at once, or you can store them in an airtight container and freeze them for up to a week. So let's go ahead and bake our patties for 25 to 30 minutes at 175 degrees Celsius. You might notice that there are some leftover bits of dough. So we're going to just use that to make a nice little snack. So we want to roll all of those leftover trimmings into a ball, then roll it out as thin as possible. Then we're going to cut out some triangular shape and bake for 10 minutes. Here's the final product. Our patties came out extremely delicious, juicy and flaky. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing recipes. Let's make a quick little cheesy snack with our leftover trimmings. So we're gonna add half of our nachos, then we add cheese and green onion. Then we're gonna bake this in the oven for 5 minutes just to melt the cheese. I hope you enjoyed this recipe today. Please be sure to like, comment and share, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.